listening to the Chords Chrome show on Lead Pedal Radio. To the Chords Chrome show on Lead Pedal Radio with DJ Bruce. You gotta listen to the Chords Chrome show on Lead Pedal Radio with DJ Bruce. You gotta listen There's a Chords Chrome show on Lead Pedal Radio with DJ Bruce.
You never know what's going to happen next.
They always are coming up with new stuff, new twists.
The craziest stuff happens on that show.
It keeps me laughing.
You're listening to Lead Pedal Radio, music for people behind the wheel.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to another edition of the Chords Chrome show. We're just getting Chuck Snow situated on here. He'll be on here shortly. We got all kinds of stuff going on tonight. We're going to have our first fan club draw for 2026. The Thompson Band is our featured band, and we are going to be also doing our rapid trivia by Driver Check. We got some information to give you. Got a cool featured truck that we saw up at the Clifford Truck Show. And that's about it. So while we get things going here, let's get on with it. I'm going to get Chuck on the line. Stay with us. Here we go. It's a little one from the Thompsons.
Roll, trucker, roll. I'll make it home someday. I said roll, trucker, roll. Heading down that highway. That smoke is blown like it's cold. Yeah, roll, trucker, roll. I've been hauling weight and I'm overweight. Been sandbagging on 98. Got a green light, 90 interstate and I'm gone. I'll keep those wheels a turning. You keep those fires burning. This truck will be returning before dawn. That Detroit diesel's moving on. Hey, go, driver, go. Get on down that road. Said go, driver, go. Haul in another load. Go on and get what you've been owed. Yeah, go, driver, go. I've been hauling freight and I'm overweight. I've been sandbagging on 98. Got a green light and that interstate and I'm gone. I'll keep those wheels a turning. You keep those fires burning. This truck will be returning before dawn. Crack up in a Red Bull, I'll be gone. someday. I say, roll, trucker, roll, heading down that highway. That highway burns deep in your soul, and that smoke is blowing like it's coal. Just watch this 18-wheeler roll, roll, trucker, roll. Yeah, roll, trucker, roll. Come on now, roll, trucker, roll.
Me off mute, and I gotta take this one off mute. And you should be, Chuck, can I hear you?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, there you are. Okay, all right.
I'm here, buddy.
Oh my God.
How'd you dig my way out of the snow?
I know. Thanks for being on. Sorry about that. I've got people who are saying that they couldn't hear me, but I think we've got now. This is getting confusing, but that's okay. It's story of my life. Anyway, how you doing? Happy New Year.
We're doing great. You know, a little bit of snow and a little cold weather, but you know, other than that, we're hanging in there, man.
Did you get a new truck for Christmas? And I hope it was a snowplow. Do we have a Mack snowplow?
I wish I would have bought an enclosed snowplow. I've got an open tractor. But you know, I was very smart or lucky.
Yeah.
A few years ago, I was at a store, Lululemon.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
and I'm not promoting Lululemon,
Yeah.
but it was in the middle of July, and they had this coat. Now everybody knows I collect trucks.
Yeah.
I do that.
Yeah.
Macks especially. I have another fetish, coats.
Coats.
I don't know why. I love coats, coats and jackets.
I
I'm
saw
not
you.
crazy about any other.
I saw you wearing a fur one.
No fur coats. That's another story. Years ago, I had one. I had a couple of them. And Anyways, so I bought this great big huge not fur, you got me talking, this great big red jacket. It was
Right.
a parka that was so big, it actually had, like, you know how a knapsack has the shoulder straps?
Yeah.
It's got shoulder straps inside, so if you get too warm on the way to the ice fishing hut, you can take it off.
Right.
And I gotta tell you, yesterday, plowing snow for 4 hours, I'm glad I had spent the money and bought this thing when it was on sale in July a few years ago.
Oh, so tell us what's been going on. I want to talk a little bit about the industry in general, but I want to talk about your Mack collection. Did we get some new toys? Where are we now? We were at 10,
we
I
got a
think.
couple new, we have to get you and your granddaughter up again.
Yes.
Because there's a couple of new toys. There's one. I don't believe I had taken delivery of it yet. There's a couple of them actually, but there's one in particular. This thing is incredible. It's a 1989 Superliner with a sleeper.
Oh wow!
Did you see that one?
Is that the Blue Genie? Is that the Blue Genie?
The Blue Genie, yes.
Yeah. I saw that one last year at the Joseph Show.
Okay, right.
We did a feature on that.
That was, yes, you were up there.
Yeah.
And then I did get an R700 that I finally took delivery of.
Okay.
And that was a tow truck out of upstate New York. Now, I haven't done much with it, but I fell in love with this truck. It was it's got a Mack V8 engine, and it's got a 2-stick 5-speed, and it's a nice truck, and it's the only one of these trucks that I've actually spent any time or money on restoring. I haven't done much to it, except I made a deal with a fellow, and he wanted the home 750 record. This thing was about 34 feet long. I didn't want it in the shop. It just takes up too much valuable real estate. As a matter of fact, the Mack that you drove, that F model, I'm trying to get rid of that damn thing only because, number one, it has a Cummins engine, Fuller transmission, and it uses up too much room. I can put 2 trucks in the space of one. So, anyways, I made a great deal with a guy. He took off the Holmes record.
Okay.
And in return, he shortened it for me, and we found an air ride bogey for it, a clip, and we put that on. And now, you know what? It's a pretty cool truck. So that's kind of a work in progress. I'm going to, I've been thinking about getting vinyl instead of paint. But I think a lot of my friends are going to make fun of me if I do. It just, I don't want to be that guy. Oh, he's too cheap. He put vinyl on it. So I don't want to be that guy.
Well,
it would be the only one to have a vinyl all over it.
For those of you that don't know Chuck, I probably should have done an introduction at the beginning, but we were so busy trying to get on that you guys know Chuck. He's used to own CEO of Traffics Logistics. Traffic's still around. You're recently retired. I think you're retired. I don't know. You seem busier now.
Buddy.
You seem busier now. And now Mack Truck Collector. You probably got, is it 10 altogether that we got in there now? 10?
No, we're up to 11.
Up to 11. Okay, good. And you're also the co-host of the Rates and Lanes podcast. Big shout out to Rico Muhammad for sure.
Yes, we're doing that every week. And I still keep, I'm not in the industry in any way other than, I mentor some people in it. And people still call me all the time when they have problems. And some of the problems that some of the carriers are having up here, they're insurmountable, unfortunately. They just are.
I was just going to ask you what you guys are seeing. I was on the other night. You had the Grumpy Pete on there. Dean Crook was on. And,
he's great.
Every time he's on, it's like, I don't know if we're getting better or not. But what are you seeing? You've been talking with them. You're probably more in the rate side than I am. I don't really kind of get into that area. Are things looking better? Are things looking better for 2026 or what?
In Canada, no. I hate to say it. I'm not going to. There's no sense painting pictures of things that are rosy when they're not, and I don't see, the only light at the end of the tunnel is a train. Unfortunately, all that's going to happen up here in Canada, I think, unless some miracle happens, and you know what? Sometimes things happen, and who expected this whole thing with tariffs in the USA? And then last week we had, if this deal really, who knows what's going to happen with China with these electric cars, but if this government, this is dangerous if this government goes through with this mandate, God forbid, and they get rid of, all gasoline-driven cars and replace them with electric, that will really kill our automotive industry. Just for the sake, there's not a lot of parts in an electric car.
I don't know. Based on the weather this week, I would really be rethinking electric cars altogether, right? I mean, even in Toronto here, we got more snow than our friends over in Quebec. So, I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's brutal, and they don't work very well in the cold. This is this is just this is a pipe dream. But the government is mandating it, and it doesn't look. That's just not a good thing for the trucking industry.
Yeah, I guess it's going to go both ways. I'm not buying an electric car anytime soon, but if they're like Honda, remember when Honda came in years and years and years ago, way back then, and they came in, everybody was kind of on the same boat, and then Honda built a plant here, and we're all excited, and I mean, it created a lot of jobs. Maybe it will work the same. I don't know. I'm not buying a little electric car anyway, but
no, I will be the last person driving a gas, and I don't even like gas engines, but I damn well prefer them over electric.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can get one that you can just put on the back of your truck, so that in case I can't drive you home from the Clifford Truck Show, you've got one that you can just run back home with and get another truck. That's what happened last year, Clifford.
Yes. Hey, but hold on a second. Whoa. Listeners. It wasn't because I had drank beer, because I don't drink beer. It's because I left my truck up there so that I didn't have to drive it up twice. I didn't want to bobtail right back. So I just left it up there. And Bruce was kind enough, him and his wife Carmen, to drive me back down south.
you took us for a really nice dinner. It was more than a pleasure. I wish I could have driven a truck up. I'm gonna have to maybe make new arrangements this year. I'm not sure how, so I could come and drive some trucks up with you. I think I could be your new guy.
Okay, you are on, buddy. You know what? If you want to spend the whole Friday, I will hire a driver to drive us back, and we will take up about 4 or 5 of them, okay?
How much is it going to cost us to Uber from Clifford? That's going to be...
No, you know what? I'll make a deal with somebody. I'll give them my truck, somebody I trust. Call the insurance company, give them their license, and they can drive my SUV and shuttle us back and forth.
Maybe you should have kept that tow truck. We could have towed a car up. We weren't thinking about this. Why didn't we do this? I mean, we should have towed a car up, and then we could just drive it back, and we could bring your whole fleet up there. They're going to need a whole section for the Chuck Snow collection.
Well, you know what? I guess what I could do is get a little car and get and just put on one of those bars and then yank the little car back and forth. But it'd be more fun to just, get 2 or 3 buddies and do a couple of runs each, and we'll have something to talk about at the show.
We should get one of those smart cars. How many people do we know? I actually know a guy that's got a crane in the back of his truck. We can get a smart car in the back of a trailer. This can be done without actually doing too much stuff.
Oh, yeah.
A smart car. We're looking for one now, apparently. Oh, my gosh.
Great idea. As a matter of fact, Bruce, there's enough big boys at the Clifford show. We could probably just yank it out and lift it down. They're not very heavy.
Scotty's got a crane in the back of that Molson trailer, and Jay at 519, he's got nothing but a chair in the back of his and a cooler. So we could probably get somebody to haul a car up for us. So I think that'd be cool.
Well, we may have to more Scotty's crane. That's all.
So what's your plans for 2026? Are you going to be? Are you driving around? Like, you went to Athens last year. How was the Athens show? You went. I didn't make it up to Athens. You went though. Was it really good?
I tell you, man, my hat goes off to the Tackaberries.
Yeah, they do.
What a spread they put on! It's unreal.
Wow.
There were hundreds of trucks there. Not just theirs.
They're all the Charlies. I was going to say they're all Charlies.
Yeah, no, but you know what? Charlie had a lot of trucks there, but so did everybody else. Yeah. Guys I haven't seen. There were guys I haven't seen in 40 years. I'm still alive.
I know. You know what? That one and Clifford, I think that's the special of that show, that you get the old guys there, you get the stories, they're looking back on the way that we used to run and those kind of things, and it just makes for great conversation. Like, you can go to the corner of any truck and just start a conversation, and I know last time I talked to some guy from Nova Scotia who I'd never met. We just happened to be taking pictures of the same truck, and that took a half an hour to get out of that conversation, right? So it's a really great place.
Well, you know what? I love the Maritimers because I love to talk. They love to talk. So it's always a great time. I like being down there.
No, it is. It is wonderful. How's our friend Rico? He's on the U.S. side. He's down in Atlanta is where Rico is,
Yeah,
right?
and now he's finding things better down there. So
Okay.
what Dean said last week about a turnaround,
Yeah.
Dean was right. Okay, he was 100% right on that. Dean is seeing it. Some other people I know down in the U.S. that I keep in touch with, they're starting to see it. Hopefully, we've shrunk enough capacity down there where things are coming back. We're not shrinking that capacity up here.
So is it because of people closing and going out of business down there? Is that? I mean,
Yes.
there might be more capacity after this week because the snowstorm went through states that I don't think are used to having any snow. So poor Rico's
Yeah,
probably buried in Atlanta there. Hopefully not.
No, he was smart. You know, this guy is he is one smart dude. Where does he go? He goes to Florida.
Take loads to Florida. That's the way to do it. Get out of that
He
snowstorm.
gets a load to go down there. He's got something coming back,
Yeah.
and he's very methodical. You know, he's smart. He's a great operator,
Yeah.
and that's why he has survived where so many others haven't.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
even in the worst days, he was still able to hold his own and punch his weight.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him. He's a good guy. How's your podcast going? What do you guys? You guys have different guests? I know it always seems to be the grumpy Pete when I'm coming in. I don't know if he's on
We
every
do
other
not have
episode.
him on every week. Trust me.
I
I'm
know,
both here.
Dean's always on. He's always got great stories. He's wonderful to listen to. He's very, very calming. He's actually from the Boston area. So have you checked in on him? He may not be available for next week. I don't think he might be shoveling stuff.
He's getting it. I just saw a video of him now. He was blowing off his truck with a snowblower,
Okay.
a leaf blower, you know, because it was a real light dust. It was heavy, like a lot of snow, but it was light snow, just like we had.
Yeah. I've always wondered how he does those videos. Does he just go stand on every corner of America to film trucks going by? Like, this is all he seems to do. I know he
Yes,
works for
well,
Dad.
that's exactly what he does. So he has a son that lives in Tahoe.
Okay.
Now, I was talking to him, and he told me, I didn't realize Tahoe is a huge ski resort.
Okay.
They had no snow until Christmas Day, but then they get like 4 feet of it, you know, and the ski resorts can't even just open, because they've got to groom the snow and get it ready. So it's quite a production. And while Dean's down there, he gets over to Interstate 80, which goes through it,
Right.
and just starts clicking and filming.
Okay, because it's like I go, was he not got a job? I know he's got stuff.
Yeah,
to do,
he is the rate guy at DAT. He's the analyst. He does it all. You know, he does a lot of stuff. He is the man is unreal. Yeah. He has done more things. He's been a professional athlete. He's done a little bit of farming as a kid. He's a phenomenal mechanic. He's run a trucking company. He owned a small trucking company. Do you know that he had, and this isn't a great story, but it's got a better ending. When he was running a trucking company, you know, back, it was very similar there to what it was here. It was the Wild West with hours and everything else. And it was a badge of, I don't know, Bruce, if you remember the days when it was a badge of honor to see how long you could go without sleep.
Yeah. I know lots of guys who actually did that quite well. I was never that way because I didn't partake in some of those things that help keep you going, but we'll leave that alone.
Well, I did, but I only did it, I didn't do it enough to cause any damage. And I'll be honest, and I'll share this story. I was going through Wisconsin one night, and I was on 94. It was on a Saturday night, and I took a curve, and everything was fine. Nothing happened, but I took the curve fast, and I realized that wasn't me driving. That was Benny, and Benny was reckless, and that was it. You know what? Because those pills made you overconfident.
Yeah. I've heard that. Yes.
Yeah. You know, now we've got different problem. We have, you know, we've got people that aren't trained, and we've taken CB radios out of trucks. I was just watching something earlier today, and it was mayhem. It was actual mayhem at a truck stop. I'm not going to say the name of the chain. It's not important. Where trucks were smashed into each other because two trucks were backing up, and there's all sorts of kerfuffle going on.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, we never had that. We had CB radios.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the radio guy, okay, you know what? Back up. I'm flashing my lights. You could take it straight back, or watch out. There's a tanker coming, or whatever it was.
Right.
What the hell are we doing? We need them now more than ever.
I know, but nobody knows how to use them. I don't think that's, you click the button. That's how this works. What do you? I mean, the industry. What's your thoughts now? I've got a friend who's been doing a lot of stuff on Red Seal and getting certification for. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think that's going to help make our industry better if we get drivers like a skilled trade where they're certified and that kind of thing?
Oh my God, yeah. You know what? This is one of my pain points, and it has been for years. How the hell can you call truck driving unskilled labor? Are you joking?
Yeah,
Even though it's got, and I realize that, and I'm not a fan of them. For some reasons, the automatic transmission. I understand why fleets have them.
Yep.
Okay, I understand why drivers and owner-operator will buy a truck with an automatic transmission. I understand. It makes sense from a practical sense in a lot of ways. The problem is with the automatic transmission, we've been able to lower the bar of the barrier to entry. You know, when you and I started driving trucks, you had to have the wherewithal of, this large vehicle that took a long time to stop, but you also had to be able to drive a Road Ranger, or in my case, a Mack transmission that had two sticks. So you had to have some thought, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You didn't just go in and put it into drive and drive forward.
Right.
It wasn't that simple. So you had to learn that. So that took some skill. Then you take that skill and you transfer that skill set into making corners very wide and watching out for the other guy, keeping your distance when you see snow, go slow, all these things. Okay. We've lost it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we can take anybody from anywhere. And listen, all of our ancestors came from somewhere. I have no problem with people coming from other countries. God bless them. Yeah. But at least let's make this thing Red Seal. He is right. Yep. We're having more crashes. I look at those old trucks of mine. Yep. Some of them have zero safety features. I mean, zero. Yeah. Okay. If that thing flips over, all you have is a steering wheel to hang on to. Okay.
You couldn't turn fast enough to go through the median of a highway with one of those trucks.
True. So, we had less, now granted there's more traffic, but we had a lot less crashes in the old days without power steering, ABS, collision avoidance, lane departure, all these bloody tools we have now, and we're killing each other. Trucking has become one of the most dangerous jobs. This is a profession. Let's stop it as unskilled labor. It is not general labor. Not anybody can do it.
That's right. Do you think we have to go back to those old days of uniforms? Were you wearing uniforms back? Remember the tanker guys? They all had the ties, and I had uniforms. I was in the moving industry. We all had uniforms. Do you think that would help if we kind of went back to that system at a lot of companies?
I hate to say it, but yes, 100%. Because when I started driving, it was jeans and t-shirts and stuff, but always never sandals, never shorts, never cut off muscle shirts. It was either a denim shirt, it was hot out, a t-shirt or a polo shirt, which is fine. And always dress, and sometimes even a dress shirt, just a shirt like this, just a normal, regular shirt with a collar and maybe sleeves if it was colder out. But never did I dress like I was going to the beach. And I've seen and I really believe that when you get stopped and you look like you're going to the beach, you'll get treated accordingly by everybody.
That's right.
And I've gotten into arguments with people on social media. Start looking professional. Yeah. And I had long hair when I had hair.
I have never known Chuck back in those days. Where's that picture? I want to see that. We have some friends that are in Barbados with us a lot of times, and he showed us a picture when they got married. They've been married for 50 years, and he had hair down the middle of his back. He's now got a short haircut and all that. And I'm going, I can't believe this. So I'm trying to picture you with hair. I don't know how that's going. I'm gonna have to pull up a picture of that, Chuck. You're gonna have to show me that old school.
I think when you and your granddaughter were up where Weyburn, where I keep the trucks, I think I had a picture on the wall of me with hair like the guy behind you.
Yeah, that's not me. I won't. Yeah, mine's going faster than I could be, buddy. Thanks so much for being on the show today. I mean, I'm glad. Sorry, we had a bit of a problem there, but things go well. Tell us who's on tomorrow. If people are watching this live, who's on tomorrow on your podcast?
Actually, I think it's just going to be Rico and me alone, because Rico's schedule, especially this week, is a little hectic. So I'll probably not bring on a guest.
Okay.
And we're just going to talk about the shape of the industry, which I'm really glad for the American guys that things are turning around. I don't see anything up here. And I talk to my friends that are economists and in finance and everything else, and everybody comes back to the same thing. There's nothing up here to really start turning things around. Like if all of a sudden we could build that pipeline to British Columbia from Alberta, then our factories could start moving and things like that would happen. And then there's a looming, there in the US, and I sent something to Dean, who checked it out with one of his US economist friends, and it was accurate. There could be a meltdown in the States with, as far as credit, because they've been, if you remember back in 2008 when they were bundling all that bad debt, well, they've done it with car loans again, except a lot worse. I don't know what will happen here. This was an American article that I read, asked Dean about it, and he checked. He said, yeah, it could very well happen. Wow. And money is harder to collect. The other day, I was in a mall with a friend of mine, a large mall in Mississauga, and we went to get something. And on the way to the store in the mall, he said, a lot of people here. I said, yeah, but are they carrying bags?
Yeah.
An old retailer once said that to me. Oh, you can always tell the shape of an economy, and if you go into a mall, if the people are carrying bags, that's good. If they're not, they're just getting out of the winter or out of the heat.
I don't even go to the mall anymore. There was another robbery the other day just here in Burlington. Like, don't stand near a jewelry store is my answer. Holy smokes! Like, we got to do something. You know, with all this tariff stuff, if things were to go wrong, do you think we would survive? Like, do you see trucking going back to the way it used to be, where we're kind of going to the border, offloading, like what we do in Mexico a lot of the times? We're going to go back to that? No?
I'll tell you what, no, that cannot happen. I'll tell you why. We have gotten so entrenched with just in time.
Yep.
Business will never tolerate it.
Right.
Because people they do not want to hold inventory.
Right.
The worst thing. And I was part of the whole process with just in time. My God, almost 50 years ago. I was an automotive customer when they were just really playing with it before any of these guys.
They were the first ones to go, the automotive guys. They were the first one to do that just in time stuff.
Yeah, because they figured out they were spending so much money on the dunnage, on cartons and skids. And then when it got to the other end, the cartons and skids needed to be dealt with. And the cost of it all, and they figured, no, we put it all on racks, we send it up and we return the racks. And that became standard in the automotive industry. And these guys, I remember doing work with this automotive as a tier one. And I remember dealing with Ford, for example, and we did a whole bunch of loads going to Ford. And one of the guys was delayed at the border, just having a rough time. It was wonderful. They said, listen, you just let us know. They have a control center. They all do. And you call the control center, and we'll tell you where to take the
take the freight in Ypsilanti, Michigan, to offload, put on a plane to put enough to keep us going.
Wow.
So they were, they really got onto it fast. This was probably a year or two into JIT. They just bought in because they could see how valuable it was. All of a sudden, they didn't have to hold inventory.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Chuck, thanks very much for being on the show. Where should people follow you? Where should we go to see the Mack collection? And I got some people that are actually, you can sell tickets. I got some people who actually want to come and see this collection.
You know what? Anytime, you know what? If you've got some friends want to see it, please, reach out to me. I love showing off my collection. No, you know what?
It is cool. It is very cool. Very cool.
You know what? I should like to share that you have something that's like a beautiful piece of art, and people that appreciate it, you want them to enjoy it too. Some of those trucks I'm very hesitant to even take to a show, only because I don't want, if you break a windshield on a cruise liner, you could have a problem.
Yeah, it's hard to find one out, right? Well, we'll just drive around your shop.
I found a guy in BC, in British Columbia, that can rebuild a windshield and get them frame.
Right, okay.
Because I was looking at a G model, which was one of the Macks that I wasn't familiar with.
Right.
And it had broken windshield. I just didn't. The truck. I just didn't have the warm and fuzzies on the truck, which I always do.
We all need the warm and fuzzies for sure. Chuck, thank you for your time. I'm going to take you off here. We got some more stuff to get to before the end of the show, but it is always fun talking with you, my friends. I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, John.
All right, my friend. Thanks.
They're coming up with new stuff, new twists.
The craziest stuff happens on that show.
It keeps me laughing.
You're listening to Lead Pedal Radio, music for people behind the wheel.
All right, so we are, I'm not sure if things are working out on your end. Hopefully they have. Big thank you to Chuck Snow for being on. There was a bit of an issue there. We were on our socials a little longer than I'd like to be, but that's okay. We got it going. Hey, before we go too much further, I got to tell you a little bit about our Bison Backstage. They were our presenters today for our guests. Thank you very much, Bison, for being part of it. Also, I need to tell you that our OTDS is our sponsor for our artists of the show. And the Thompsons, there was a couple songs by the Thompsons there, Miles and Miles and Roll Trucker Roll. Thank you very much for that. We got some trivia coming up. We got our featured truck coming up. We're going to try and get to some events here for sure in a minute. Let me tell you, actually, we're going to go into our driver check rapid fire trivia right now for you. Real quick, we're going to go into rapid fire trivia, and then I'll come back at the end and answer the questions. Want to see if you guys know how to do this. So we did this last week. This is rapid fire. This is where we offer you 3 questions, and then we're going to put the questions up, and you got to answer them. Tonight, they're all trucking ones is the one they're doing. So there's an issue. Here's your first question. What was the issue that was caused the 1973 convoy that was later made into a movie of the same name? There was an issue that started that. It actually started before the movie. What was that issue? Okay, there's our first one. Our second one, I had a military musician on our show back in probably November, December, and somebody from that family was in that movie Convoy. Who was it that was in the movie Convoy? And then our third one, we were just talking CB radios with Mr. Chuck Snow, so I want to know, what does that code 1020 mean? If you know what that code 1020 means, then let us know. Put those in the chat. We'll get through to that. We're going to play one by Mr. Mike Murchison, and then when we come back, we're going to get into our event. So here we go.
some things, Lord, there ain't no doubt. I've been around the world. I watched a man, he built a boat, biggest boat I ever saw. He marched in the animals as the sky grew dark and the rain began to fall, yeah. And I watched a man walk up a mountain, oh, he stayed up there for days. And he came down with 2 stone tablets to lead his people on the way. Well, I've been around, I've been around, I've been around the world. I've seen some things, Lord, there ain't no doubt. I've been around the world. From the east to the west, the north to the south, I've been around the world. I've seen some things, Lord, there ain't no doubt. I've been around the world. I watched a man walk into battle. Oh, things were moving slow. But he blew his ram-horn long and loud, and down came the walls of Jericho. Yeah. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. King Near put him in a fire down below. A 4th man was standing out by their side. They ended up singing like a heavenly choir. Yeah, I've been around, I've been around, I've been around the world, yeah. I've seen some things, Lord, there ain't no doubt. I've been around the world. From the east to the west, the north to the south, I've been around the world, yeah. I've seen some things, Lord, there ain't no doubt. I've been around the world. I took a walk late one night, oh, so many years ago. I heard the angels sing, saw a bright star shining down on Bethlehem below. Yes, I did. And I watched a man preaching in a temple, all the things that he'd say, speaking with the wisdom of the ages. He blew everybody in the room away. Yes, he did. Now I've been around, I've been around, I've been around the world, yeah. I've seen some things, Lord, there ain't no doubt. I've been around the world. From the east to the west, the north to the south, I've been around the world, yeah. I've seen some things, Lord, there ain't no doubt. I've been around the world. I watched a man, he walked on water. I've been around the world, yeah. He made it look like it wasn't any bother, no. I've been around the world, yeah. And I seen that same man hanging from a cross. Oh, he was beaten black and blue, yeah. But 3 days later, when he rolled away the rock, I'll be damned if he didn't walk out of the tomb, yeah. I've been around, I've been around, I've been around the world.
Oh, Mike Murchison for you right
some things that aren't radioed out. I've been around the world.
Let's bring you up to date on some events.
I've been around the world. I've been around the world.
I see some good answers in the chat. Woohoo! All right, we got Binks, we got French Bread, we got Kathy on from Alberta. Thanks for being on, you guys. We're still working out some bugs, so I apologize for that. Hey, you know what? Tonight's show is also brought to you by Rockstalgia. You know, they're doing our events calendar. Rockstalgia is our new. They're having a new rock festival out in Clarington, July 11th and 12th. But here's some of the stuff that's going on right now. We've got, as far as Truck World, so you guys know we're going to be there April 16th to 18th. If you need tickets to Truck World, do not. They probably don't want me to tell you not to pay, but you really shouldn't be paying because I have never paid to go into Truck World. Everybody's giving away free passes. If you're in our fan club, go there, click the link, and you can get free passes. I'm going to be hosting something called The Garage, which is kind of a competition for mechanics and trucks and all kinds of stuff. I don't know much about it yet, other than they started it last year in Quebec, so it's the first year we're going to have it here in Toronto. Also, Rockstalgia, their festival, they are looking for photographers. So if you're a photographer and you want to cover the festival, they need multiple photographers. So if you want to check that out, go to rockstalgia.com to learn about that. The Thompsons, they're our featured artist for the week. I'm sorry, but Danny he's doing a Willie Nelson tribute, and he just did one in Delhi. And he's going to be in Fergus in February, so go and check that out. Also, Rockstalgia is looking for bands for their main stage. If you are a classic rock style band and you are, I guess, in the Ontario area, or at least willing to travel to Ontario, check out Rockstalgia. They are looking for musicians for their main stage. They've got some competition stuff going on. So check that out. Our friends, if you want to go somewhere south, trust me, if you've had enough of winter, then you might want to go party with our friends over at the Kill and Time Band. October 30th to November 2nd, 2026, they're going to be in Isla God Sol, and they know how to party down there. So go check them out. And there's another one here by Rockstalgia. They got lots of stuff going on. March 10th, they're doing a She Rocks, which is a celebration of women in music, March 10th. And that's going to be part of the Rockstalgia Music Festival. So they're supporting Bathsheba House. Bethesda House, maybe is the way I'm supposed to say it. Anyway, go check them out on their Facebook page. It's called She Rocks, Women in Music, for sure. And if you happen to be looking for a job... As you guys know, there's a new truck stop coming up. Our friends over at Harnwa are the ones that are part of this. Anyway, they are holding a job fair. So if you want to go there on, let's see, it's going to be on February 5th, 2026 from 12 until 7 p.m. at the Woodstock. The truck, so it used to be, that other name. It's now going to be an SO Card Lock. It's opening sometime in March, so they are looking for people. So if they're looking for, let's see, it's going to have diesel, gasoline, propane, heavy parking, quick dining. There's going to be a Tim Hortons there, multiple showers, designated a trucker's lounge, RV service and filling stations, convenience stores, on-site mechanical, and certified truck scale. So they're looking to fill several positions there. So they're hosting a recruitment event on February 5th. That's going to be in Woodstock at the Harnwa truck stop. And so go to harnwaenergies.com if you want to get your fuel card. All right, so there we go. That's all I've got for events. I think what we're going to do, I got a featured truck I got to show you real quick because this thing is really sweet, because this is from our friends over at, who is it from? Oh, I know who it's from. It's from our friend, it's that one. So it's from our friends RS2000 Tax Services and Chrome Supply. This one we saw up at Clifford. This was a really nice 87 Peterbilt, which I really liked. It's by Bright Waters, is the company, I believe. Yeah, Bright Waters. This is their Peterbilt here. This thing is really sweet. It's 1987. It's got a 3406 cat in it. It's really old school. It's kind of the kind I used to drive. I like that it was stretched. I love the brown paint scheme that they've got going on with it. These guys were just sitting behind there and partying it up when I got there, but it's got a really old school vibe to it. So if you're checking this out, this is going to be our featured truck for the week. For the month, for the week. We're doing it by the week, that's for sure. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting these up. I'll be putting these up this weekend, all the 3 trucks that we've done, and you guys are going to start voting on them by month. That's how it's going to work. All right. Let's get into our trivia. What were our trivia questions? I think you guys they're pretty easy, actually. What issue was it? Let's see if Bink's got it. Bink should have got this for sure. Let's see. Interview. Okay, so you guys got one. Nobody got the first one? Oh, I would have thought you guys got the first one. All right, well, the first one here, this one, what issue prompted a convoy in 1973 and then later a movie? Fuel. Remember, fuel prices went up, and the guys, they wanted to, they didn't want, it was all about the 55 speed limit, high price fuel. That started the convoy, and then the movie came afterwards. So that was the first one. So I was looking for fuel issues or something like that. Military musician, who was that? That was Brandon Boren. Remember, he did this whole 18-wheeler and Santa's sleigh. That came out in November, December. His uncle was in the movie Convoy. Now, he wasn't on screen, but he had told us the story about his uncle that was in the movie. And then this one here, you guys all seem to get. Let's see. 1020 is location. What's your 20? What's your 20? Way to go. Kathy got that. Binks got it. French Bread got it. I guess you guys all know your location. It's in the snow. Anyway, there you go. That's our driver check rapid fire for tonight. So very, very cool. And we're going to be having, I got to do a fan club draw. Holy smokes, I almost forgot about the fan club draw. All right, I got to do it. It's our first fan club draw for January. So I got to do this. I almost forgot. I had a bit of trouble getting Chuck on the line here, so that's what kind of messed me up here. All right, so let's see if I can do this. All right, I'm going to spin. So here's what we're driving for. Here's what we're drawing for. There's two options, okay? Our friends over at Rockstalgia have been very nice to donate some tickets to their event. So they're giving away 2 general admission passes, day passes for Rockstalgia. It's a 2-day event, Saturday and Sunday. They've got weekend passes, they got camping, they got all that stuff. But they're offering general tickets, 2 general tickets for a couple to go for the day. So if you live in Ontario, if your name comes up and you live in Ontario and you want to go, you can choose that one. We're going to email you the code that you need to get the tickets. If you do not live in Ontario, I am also offering the option, and you can choose either one. I am offering the option of a gift caricature. So I'm going to do up a caricature for you, and I will email it to you, print ready, so you can print it off. You can do your favorite truck. You can do you and a partner if you want. You can do just one of yourself. I will do that for you. So that's our first draw for January. All right, I'm about to spin this and see who it is. Woo, it's going around, I didn't show you guys this, but it's that whole thing I did before. Oh, look who it is. Mr. Kevin Klein, Great Canadian Truck Show. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's right, Kevin. You are our first winner for 2026. Oh, I got to show you something else, too. Hold on before I go too far. Darren with Skillix, that's the gift caricature I delivered the other day. We went up. He's the one who won our featured truck for 2025. He won for the whole year. So that was him. So there you go. Look at that. I didn't even have time to play another song. I was going to play a Michael Botti song, but we'll have to wait until next time. That's it, my friends. So thanks for joining us. I will get better at the show, I promise. Okay, no, maybe I don't promise. Big thank you to our friend, Mr. Chuck Snow, who was on today. Chuck's an awesome guy. If any of you old retired truckers want to come and help me drive his collection around, he's got a whole bunch of trucks that are just awesome. So, anyway, we're trying to get better. Let me know in the chat or in the comments what I could do to improve the show. Easy now. I know what it is. All right, my friends, we're out of here. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.